Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really interesting video, not just an unboxing, but also an introduction to a new proprietary steel from Artisan Cutlery. Now, before I forget the name of what they called it when they talked with me about it, I'm going to tell you guys right now, they said it was called AR-SFII. However, on these boxes, it's referred to as AR-RPMX. So whether they'll call it AR-SFII or AR-RPMX, I have no idea. But they were very transparent about this, which I thought was really cool. Russell, who I assume is who I was talking with Artisan Cutlery, actually sent me some data on it and told me that the process for creating this stuff was exactly the same as their AR-RPM9, which means spray form. The reason that it's so important to talk about this is because of what happened with Larry and Thomas figuring out exactly what AR-RPM9 was, right? And if you guys remember, there were some people assuming that there was some false advertising going on. And we got to the bottom of it. It was really just Artisan Cutlery not knowing exactly how to, explain what it was to people, and Larry and Thomas figuring out what it was and explaining the process, etc. But the cool thing is, and I'll put some information up on screen, the information that Russell shared with me directly. But their claim is that this steel will perform most similarly to 154 cm. So essentially, Artisan Cutlery is claiming that they have a new proprietary spray form steel that should perform right around 154 cm, which is really cool, especially if they get it down into that really nice, inexpensive zone. I think that's really cool. The AR-RPM9 performs similarly to like a 9CR18 MOV. So the balance of 154 cm is something, as far as user steel goes, that's one of my favorite user steels of all time. So if that ends up being true, again, pending how they heat treat it, sorry, I still have lost my voice. Pending how they heat treat it, which I don't know, right? After some testing, stuff like that, once this stuff starts making the rounds in the communities, we'll kind of have more answers. But that's what this is claimed to be. But we're not doing any testing today. I just want to kind of take these out, or get these knives out and look at them and showcase some things that are apparently going to be offered in this new proprietary steel, right? So thanks so much to CJRB for sending this stuff in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and just open these up one at a time. We'll start off with this one here. What is this? We have the Hectare. So the Hectare is a model that I've definitely... Where is that? There it is. It's a model that I've showcased in the past. I wonder which version of it this is. So there was an issue with the one that had the opening hole. Right? I wonder if they've changed it, or if they're offering it with the better one here. Good. So this is the Hectare with the thumb stud. So this would be my preferred version of this. Contoured micarta, and a nice and stiff for the Omega Springs, which is just how I like it. That's nice and stiff, just how I like it. That's definitely something that I want on the internet. Great, good job. I'll leave that in there just for you guys. But yeah, I mean, assuming that this is priced well, and by well, I mean ideally under $100. I mean, listen, if they get this AR-RPMX stuff into budget territory, that's really cool, because 154 cm, while occasionally, again, I'm assuming that their claims are accurate, but the actual 154 cm steel sometimes makes it into budget territory, and I mean under $75, but not consistently. So if their plans for the steel are replacement of AR-RPM9, and their plans are also to get it into budget territory, and the only reason I'm hoping and assuming is because of these boxes. These are the budget boxes, right? Same with they're not like the upscale CJRB. So I'm assuming and hoping, fingers crossed, obviously links will be in the description, so time will tell. By the time you guys are watching this, I'll have linked it, right? So you guys can go check it out. But I hope that that's their plan for this, because this would make an excellent sub $75 steel if the claims are true. I'll be carrying and using this stuff for myself, but there are definitely some channels out there who can do much more comprehensive testing than I can. Next up, what do we have here? We have, the Bowie Pite, okay. Right, good that they're starting off with some flagship stuff and some stuff that's well-loved, right? this the button lock pyrite? Yeah. Oh, we got some new little bit of texturing here. A little bit of, what do they call this? Like river. Oh, I can't remember. This used to be like the most popular pattern to get on your titanium, but this would be, looks like micarta, right? I mean, it is nice. It also kind of looks like poopy. I'm such a child. I make myself laugh with the dumbest stuff. But yeah, it's great. And we got the sand polished Bowie with the fuller in there. So really cool. I would love for you guys to make a crossbar lock version of this. Or better yet, I'd really like it if you guys would dip your toes in a little bit with the compression lock. Hey, if you didn't know, the patent's up on that, guys. You can get in there. I sound so creepy with my voice like this. And if I get really loud, it's much easier for my voice to it's much easier for my voice to crack while it's like this. So I can't even like yell and exclaim. I mean, I can. It gets a little weird. But anyways, next up we have, it's a Prada. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. I keep losing my obsidian toenail here. So the Prada, definitely one of the more underrated budget knives. One of the most underrated budget knives, honestly, in my opinion. So are we on a theme here with brown? You can get all of these in the brown if you want. Sorry. My days as a used car salesman, man, that was our favorite joke. Super inappropriate, but yeah, we definitely used to say that. We have the contoured brown micarta. This is a button lock. Okay, so that's interesting. So how do they put this on the blade? So it's so funny. AR-SFII is how we're listing this on the blade. Are these numbered? Are these limited editions? I have so many questions. So you guys call it AR-SFII. Are we like test driving AR-RPM-X? Is that what we're doing here? Are we test driving it? I don't know. You can let me know which down on the. It's the same steel. I confirmed with CJRB that it's the same steel, but I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind that. So this is the Prada with a button lock. That works. That works. I like that. Two left here. What do we got? We got the large pyrite alt. So, and that's a rose gold. Oh, we got a rose gold blade. That sounds cool. Actually, this feels heavy. Is this going to be like a steel framed? God dang, this feels chunky. God dang, this isn't rose gold. This is black. These boxes are incredible. Man, that is really cool. Oh, boy, I like that a lot. That is a beastly guy there, for sure. AR-SFII, steel, large pyrite. With the, man, that's cool. I don't know that I've seen a large pyrite, all black steel with the textured area right here and with the reverse tanto blade in the opening hole. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. I do like that. I kind of wish this one had the crossbar lock, but it's still really, really neat. Man, if I find out that stuff like that is under $75 and this steel really does perform like 154 CM, which by the way, you're not going to be winning any edge retention awards for that steel. It's the balance of it that makes it nice. It's plenty tough. It's stainless. It'll hold a reasonable edge and it can take a really fine edge. It can also take a really nice polish, right? That's why you have so many custom knife makers working with RWL34, which is very, very similar to CPM 154 and 154 CM. Furthermore, 154 CM has a very, very fine grain structure, even as an ingot steel. So the fact that they're spray forming it should give performance right in between 154 CM and CPM 154. And given that those two steels don't perform super different anyway, you're right there in that territory. It should be all of the benefits, right? So I kind of feel like if this really does perform this way, I can totally understand why they were aiming for this composition, right? This is also a large pyrite alt, and it says something that's maybe a lie. Or they probably just sent boxes that were just not. It probably just doesn't matter. Okay, so this is all steel. I like this one too. Honestly, given the fact that these finishes will probably wear off, I think I probably like this one a little more. Man, that's got a nice little metallic sound to it as well. I don't know if we'd call this just a blasted. I think it's just like a blasted steel frame. Then they have the sand polish on there, which looks just totally indistinguishable from a satin finish, right? But fine, right? This is cool. I like this a lot. And again, depending on the price points, you know, if they're looking to charge in the 120 area for this steel, I really hope not, you know, because you have other companies, you know, that have some pretty premium builds in that territory. But if they are trying to kind of dominate the, let's say like the 50 to 75 or 50 to $80 territory, that's what I'm hoping they're doing. Periodically, maybe approaching closer to 100, but I'm hoping that's what they're doing. In which case, again, pending the actual performance of this stuff, it should be really, really good. I mean, this has the potential to become one of the better budget steels available. So I think this is interesting. Obviously, I don't want to guess, right? I want to actually put these in my pocket and use them and see how they feel. But we definitely need comprehensive testing and comprehensive HRC testing by the members of the community who are able to do that. So it'll be neat to see how this plays out over time. Though I wish that I had gotten an HRC range from Artisan Cutlery before I made this video, but my guess is that they'll probably hit it in that 59-61 territory. I think that's kind of what 154 cm tends to be, right? And that should be okay. But that's just a guess. You'll get a review of these for sure, because I've not actually seen this combination. And then the Prada button lock, I've never actually handled either, right? But I think more so I'll focus on the steel itself. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much to Artisan Cutlery for sending this in and giving me the data on the steel and being as transparent as you could about it. That's cool. That's what the community wants to see. So that's going to be pretty much it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.